Alright guys, so welcome back to Gamer. Today, a lot of you guys really like the addition of the cars to Fortnite Season 3 Chapter 2. And I'm here to tell you guys that might not be the best thing for the game. But we're also going to talk about the idea of what if they are good for the game. Maybe cars are a great thing. We're going to talk about both opinions in this video, and in the comment section down below, I want you guys to battle it out. But first, let's talk about these things, because I want to go over some opinions. But before we get into the video, guys, I want to show you this weird glitch that you guys can do at bridges. Show your friends a magic trick, especially if you're playing in squads. If you get the car stuck at this weird angle like this, watch what happens here. I go right through the bridge and I get dropped out of the car. Yeah, not good. Also, if you try to go and flip the car and you're standing in front of it, it'll basically do damage to you. But anyways, you can get back in the car and do all that stuff. Now, one more thing, guys. If you're listening to music and the car goes out of fuel, the radio will turn off. However, you can turn it back on after the fact. I don't really know the point. I guess it's to get your attention. Now, guys, let's look at some gameplay that supports the idea. Now, this is just some gameplay that tells me that cars might not be such a good thing for Fortnite. And here's the beginning of this. Notice everyone is basically battling with a car, and anyone who isn't battling with a car is dead. And then the person who killed the guy without the car gets run over by someone with a car and is now going to battle it out and duke it out, right? Who do you think is going to win this one? Let's see. I know, I'm a little shocked as well that almost every battle I've been seeing, at least on this particular game, had cars. Like, everybody was basically in a car fighting. And that takes away from what Fortnite is, sneaking around, shooting each other, getting the best shot, and using building skills to get your wins. Now it's just basically, hey, do you have a car? No, you're not cool. What, you can't drive? I can't drive 55. But instead of quoting songs from Sammy Hagar, who is not featured in the game, there's no music of his, so don't get excited, Van Halen fans or Sammy fans. Anyways, guys, yeah, it seems like if you don't have a car right now, you're not part of the cool crowd. I see in squads a lot of people, basically the teams, are using two different cars in tandem, which means both, half the teams in one car, half the teams in another car, and it's extremely overwhelming. So right now, for me, playing squads is just not fun. I don't know what you guys are experiencing in squads, but for me, all it is car royale, and if I have a squad that isn't very helpful, taking on an entire squad like I used to was easy enough. I was good at taking out the entire squad by myself anyway. But here's the problem. With cars, I can't do that because they're all in the car and I have to get them out of the car for me to kill them because the car takes forever to kill. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at some gameplay of mine that basically shows that cars haven't overwhelmed the game of Fortnite and perhaps maybe aren't so, problematic. Maybe they're not that bad. Maybe they're like the helicopters, even though, let's be honest, the helicopters are totally OP. For endgame, if you have a helicopter, you have a massive advantage over everybody else. You can see where everyone's going and you know where everyone's going to be. And on top of that, it's just a game-breaking thing for me. I think the helicopters are way overpowered just because they're so fast to traverse with. And on top of that, you can see everything. That is a big thing. But anyways, guys, so you'll see that I'm actually playing Fortnite the way Fortnite was meant to be. I'm shooting people, we're building, well, I'm not building, but he is. And, we're just doing the normal Fortnite thing. He's healing up and bang, goodbye. It's typical Fortnite. But then I got a car because why wouldn't I? It's the fastest way to traverse that's easy to get. There's less helicopters in the game right now, so it makes sense. I go up to this building and I'm trying to take this guy out, right? So I throw down some decoys, which maybe not the best idea, but I wanted to mess around because I like goofing off when I'm playing Fortnite. That's what I do. I like to mess with players. Anyway, so my guys go in there and he starts shooting at them. I lose sight of where he's at. I start running around the building like an idiot with my head cut off because I have no idea where this guy's at. And I hear these cars coming. There was like 2 cars coming. I'm like, oh god, no. I'm like, even if I get this guy, what am I going to do about these other 2 cars? So I'm like, okay, I've got 2 decisions. Either I fight or I run. And of course, there was a car in front of me and a car on the side of me, and I was like, oh my god, another player running. I'm like, I cannot do this. No way with the amount of health I had. So I had to get out of that car, because it was already beat up, to get into another beat up car, just so I can get basically at this other player over here who is shooting at me and driving me nuts. So I decided to take advantage of the car. As you might know, I'm talking all this smack about cars, and here I'm using them. Anyway, so I took down his, health. He didn't have any shield on him, as you could see. I basically did a little bit of damage, and then I shot him with the shotgun. Nothing shocking about that, right? No, not really. And then, guys, I use the gas canister to fill up the car so I can keep driving. You see the focus point here? We're doing a lot of driving in this. Why run and walk when we can either drive or use the planes? Or helicopters, not planes. Use the helicopters. Why would we? It's so much faster than running around. Yeah, you're not so inconspicuous. Everyone knows where you're coming from, all that goodness. Now, obviously, they could hear the car. It's extremely loud. So, yeah, and if you have visual representation on screen, you can always see where the cars are coming from. So there's that downside. But guys, watch this funny gameplay, and this is something I definitely encourage you guys to do more often, because it's too funny. Anyway, so this helicopter comes in. Okay, he's landing down. He didn't see anything wrong with the picture. He didn't notice the build in front, which I didn't even build. I have no idea who did. Anyway, so he didn't see the car. I shot at him with my hunting rifle, and I just took him out. So, funny enough here, so I go and basically collect the loot, you know, nothing shocking there, that's what anybody would do. Okay, so this is typical gameplay right here for you. And the first thing I thought to do is go to the car. You see my point again. I'm thinking about the car so much, I'm like, why would I go into the car when I can get into the helicopter? Then another car came this way, and basically there was more players also down there as well, but I ended up driving off. Now, let's talk about cars for a second here. They're hard to snipe at. Look at this snipe right there. It was a little low. I have to argue. I had to zoom in and slow it down to really be sure I didn't get that headshot. But I have had some headshots with cars, and I haven't gotten the kill yet. I have not, like, instantly killed a player who's in a car. It is so difficult. And the reason why I think it's so difficult is because of those tinted windows. I think they really should take away the tinted windows. It really is hard to tell where the player is. And if you can shoot through the window, which I know you can, yeah, look at that. That's crazy. The explosion. I wonder what just went up in the air. Was that the tire? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, it's super hard to see the other players in the car, and it's something that drives me nuts. It's only something they could fix by just taking away the tinted windows. Like when someone's in a helicopter, you could see where they're at, and you could shoot them. Unless they're high up in the sky, which obviously you can't. But if they're in medium to low ground area, you can actually get them with a snipe easily. Also, we get faster traversal and more options for vehicles that we can use to get around the map, and that's always a good thing. But also, with the addition of cars, the map has basically changed back to what it was last season in Season 2, which is kind of disappointing because I like the water world kind of thing. I like that there was so much water going on. It was a total representation of water world within a video game, for once, in a real good video game, which is Fortnite. Yeah, Waterworld is a movie, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's a cult classic movie. Pretty good movie. But that's not the point, guys. The point is the cars have changed the game radically of Fortnite from the way we used to know Fortnite. All the vehicles really have. Everything from the shopping cart. Okay, not the shopping cart. Let's be honest, the shopping cart was totally classic Fortnite. It didn't change anything, okay? That was just fun right there. That was crazy fun. But, you know, every vehicle since the shopping cart has changed the game of Fortnite as we know it for traversal reasons. You know, we can get around the map a lot faster now, and basically being in a car is much easier to get around, or being in a helicopter or a plane when the planes were in the game, and all these other vehicles that have been in there, caddy cars, you name it. Not so much the caddy cars, because boy did they kind of, you know, they were easy to destroy. They were like delicate, little flowers, you know, you could just blow those up in like 2 seconds. Which brings me to the point of, if those vehicles were so easy to destroy, why can't the cars be a little bit easier to blow up? I mean, honestly, I feel like there's such an easy way to get out of a fight that it doesn't really make it like Fortnite. It kind of is like a game of getaway. Run away! Oh boy, I'm going away! Yeah, I'm in a car. Okay, it looks cool. Cars have kind of changed the way we play Fortnite a lot, because now we're driving away. Instead of running away or shooting or getting into a battle and maybe losing or winning, now we're just running away from each other and we're listening to music while doing it, which is hilarious. Everyone likes to get their butt beat to a soundtrack, right? Yeah, I know, it's kind of hilarious to me. I think it's funny, and it's also weird that we can actually listen to the songs that if we're watching like not a replay, if we're watching basically someone else's gameplay, say if we die, right, and when someone else goes into a car and turns on a radio or a plane or a boat or whatever, we can actually hear the audio of the radio from their game. So we can jam out with them if we want to watch their game and listen to what they're listening to, we can actually do that. It's hilarious to me. And again, guys, the reason why the radio is in the game is all about money for Fortnite. It's all about money for the artist. It's just a basically good way to get music out there, and of course it's interesting, it's fun, it's the first time it's ever really been done in a video game, so it's really exciting in terms of the history of gaming. But we're not talking about all that, guys. What we're talking about is Fortnite cars. Has it ruined or has it made the game better? A lot of you guys in the comment section of my other video had said both ways. A lot of people really love the radio, and if they take out the radio, they're going to lose their mind. They take out the cars, you're going to lose your mind, you're never going to play the game again. And then there's other players who are like, oh my god, I was just starting to enjoy the game, and now they did this. And I'm in that crowd a bit. I'm indifferent. I particularly don't like playing squads anymore, which I hadn't really been playing this season anyway because of the vehicles. Again, two cars and a tandem team coming at me, and my team's too busy goofing off in the corner playing with cars and blowing things up. You know, blowing like going to the freaking gasoline station and blowing themselves up or doing who knows what, but they're not fighting, they're not helping me. I don't hear the car. Somehow there's a car. You know, I go into a building, I'm in the middle of a fight, and there goes a truck through the building, and then there you go, I'm dead. And that's what's been going on this season, ever since the cars have been in the game. So yeah, cars are fun. Are they good? Are they bad? I can't really answer that any more than I already have. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the cars. Are they good? Are they bad? And if so, I want to know it. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. And until next time, guys, it's been Gamer Today.